What up, YouTube? It's me, Isaac, coming to you with another edition of my life. Darn it, I hate it when my hair is all wild like this. Although, that's better. So, that wasn't part of my normal video. Although, when my hair is wild, that's actually kind of it depends on how wild my hair is. So, while we were on vacation, my mom got me, so y'all know I gave up coffee for this stuff, right? For Ghost hydration, or in this case, there are three things at Ghost. Ghost energy, and Ghost hydration. As you can tell, here I got a can of Ghost energy, which is smaller than a regular can of Ghost, depending on, I guess it depends on the packs you buy them in. Like, this is the perfect size for a 4-pack, which is what I got this can out of. And I poured some of it into a bottle to test out how it tastes versus the can. And let's see what it tastes like. I've never had original flavored Ghost before, so this is gonna be a treat. Cheers. Can taste of metallic. I can completely tell that. Now try it out of the bottle that I'm going to use for my iced hot chocolate later. Cheers. I would say, for being an original flavor of Ghost, this is pretty freaking good. Although I do still prefer, I prefer not to drink out of a can, but this is so small that I think I will finish it out of the can. What in the world? Oh wait, that might be the Spanish side of the can. That's weird, but I'm not sure if it is or not. But this stuff's pretty good. With it being original, I can't say what I'd prefer over it because I don't have another can of Ghost to compare it to, because I ain't dumb enough to drink 2 cans of a energy drink one after the other. But this is pretty good stuff. It honestly tastes like what I imagined the Panera, well, actually I shouldn't use Panera in quotes, but it tastes like that, what I assume that supercharged lemonade would taste like. But obviously this ain't supercharged, because this is way too small to be a supercharged anything. And I am liking this because I've never had the original Ghost, as I've stated before. kind of funny that I can get a over 5 minute video. Oh, yeah. Over 5 minute video of just going over, I don't even know. I think this is like just a 4 ounce can, which is really weird. There's not even a serving size on here, except for the fact that the serving size is 1 can. It doesn't even say how many ounces is in the can. Like a pop can would say, like a Pepsi can or a Coke can would say 12 ounces. This doesn't even say how many ounces it is, which is pretty freaking bizarre. So yesterday was really cool because actually go check out my video from yesterday if you want to see why yesterday was cool, at least for a couple of reasons why yesterday was cool. So Sunday was cool because I learned that I was playing with marked cards because of so we were on vacation and the heat had warped my cards, and I didn't know that. Well, I knew that, but I didn't know that they were considered marked cards when they are warped. So I wish I could show you how I unwarped them, but I can't at the moment because, well, just take my word for why. Just take my word that I can't. And so I didn't even play on Sunday. I just looked at my looked at their looked at my friends' collections because I didn't want to be cheat because I didn't know that I was gonna be playing with marked cards because the heat had warped them, and so that sucked. But I did get a couple of really good cards that will somewhat work with my deck. Although there might be the only reason they would work with my deck is because I usually run a red and yellow deck, or just a straight red deck, depending on if I can find straight reds, because straight reds are usually like burn damage and strong cards like that. Although the deck I'm running now that got warped is actually a original digidestin deck, which is pretty good for what it is, because I had to buy, like, let's see, all the starter decks and combine them to make the deck, which was really nice. Although hopefully I can start opening packs and or booster boxes if I can. I know a couple of the people I play with are they've opened booster boxes and gotten some really good cards out of the booster boxes, which hopefully I can, because I know I've bought maybe 3 packs since I started playing, and I got some really good cards when I did that. But the people I play with are they've opened couple X amounts of booster boxes to get their cards where they want them, and I'm just buying the sets that I think are good, which are just the decks and stuff. I've only bought like 3 different packs, and and that's pretty cool for what I got when I started playing. Just like, I think it's been like 6 months since I got back into playing Digimon, so my collection's gotten pretty good for where it is at 6 months of just collecting and playing, which I think it's pretty good. But hopefully one of these days I'll be able to open a like I said, booster box. Well, actually, I didn't say how many packs are in booster boxes. They usually have, from what I've seen on Amazon, booster boxes have like 24 to 30 packs in them with 15 cards in a pack per pack, which adds up to quite a lot of cards per box. Which, if I ever get a booster box of cards, I am definitely going to have to open them on camera, which I might actually ask my mom to, if I save up enough money, I might actually ask my mom to order me a booster box of the new set of cards, because I've heard they have the Dark Masters deck of in the new set, and they all my friends play different decks to what I play, because like I said, I've only had time to buy the starter decks and make the original digidestin deck, and I don't know which sets have the better cards for the other decks, which I know they have like different styles, different decks have different play styles, like burn, defense, straight up attacks, and other stuff like that, which hopefully one of these days when I'm down there, I can hopefully pull open a couple of packs on camera, or have one of the guys help me build a better deck that is, my deck is pretty good for what it is, but it's just a bunch of starter decks put together. I haven't actually had a chance to open more than 3 packs, so I haven't had the chance to get better cards, except for just those 3 packs I opened. And I only actually got one good card out of those 3 packs. Well, I got a good pull out of all my packs for my collection. I didn't get any good. I only got one good pull that would be viable in my yellow deck, which I did play it once when I was just testing it out to see if it would actually work in my yellow deck, which it did, because it was an ace monster, and they go into any colored deck, They will work with any decks as long as they are the color they if your deck, say you pull a yellow ace, it'll work in any yellow deck. At least that's what I'm assuming, and that's what the guys told me. But it all depends on your play style if you want to use ace cards or not. The only reason I slipped it into my deck is because it was one of the first cards I pulled out of my packs, which was cool. So that's why I slipped it into my yellow deck. Which, yeah, been a it's a fun hobby. Any trading card game is a fun hobby, but it is kind of pricey to get back into any trading card game when you've been out of the game for so long. And back when I used to play regularly at school, it was my mom or my dad that would have bought my packs. But now I'm buying my own packs, which if I'm saving up for a Switch 2, eating into my money is not a good thing when I'm saving up for a Switch 2, which wanting more Digimon cards versus a Switch 2 is kind of like a double-edged sword for me because I want to expand my collection, but I also want to save up for my Switch 2, which hopefully the new Digimon game, Time Savers, will be on the original Switch, which the guys at the card shop said most developers are making games that work on both the Switch and Switch 2s, which will be really cool if they have the Digimon Time Strangers on Switch and Switch 2, because all I have is a Switch Lite at the moment. Although, I'll have to look at it, but I know I have a GameCube, and I don't know how much GameStop would give me for it, which would be really cool because the GameCube is a rare console now, or I think it's rare, although usually rarity doesn't add up to money. So I don't know how much GameStop would give me for a GameCube, because I haven't the last time I actually tried to trade in a console was when the 3DS came out. So I don't know how much trade-in I would get for a original GameCube plus some original GameCube games. Although I do have at least one mint condition game for my GameCube that my brother-in-law gave me. I'm actually not even sure why he gave it to me, but I haven't opened it. At least the strike that. I've opened it to get out the main disc of the game, but I haven't opened it to use the special disc of the game. If you know what I mean by special disc, you should know, and if you're a Pokemon fan, you'll know what game I'm talking about. And I know that I know that that disc loose is worth a pretty penny, but if it's in the case and it has the manual, it's actually worth something, which I kind of feel. I won't say what game it is, but I will say I am thrilled to have it in my GameCube collection because of how much of a game collector I am, and to have a complete copy of that is pretty dang sweet. I will not say which game it is, but if you've watched some of my videos, you'll know what game disc I am talking about, which I do feel kind of stupid for bringing that up, but what the hey? I'm having a blast today, and yeah, I'm your host, Isaac Rummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as heck will. Peace out, y'all.